I'm Reid Robinson. I live in Richardson Heights, a city right outside of Dallas.
Do you have a favorite park or public space? What is it?
In Dallas, the Ron Kirk Bridge Park is one of my favorites. Yeah.
Where in the city is that located?
That would be in Dallas, downtown, which I do work in downtown Dallas, so.
And what do you like about that park?
It's a great place to organize and get together and get your, we've done multiple events here. I do event planning and different events around the city. So we've been able to utilize that park for live events. We did an open carry guitar rally over the last 3 years where we actually utilized the park, got people together with their guitars, went out there and showcased all their musical instruments instead of open carrying guns. So, you know, you can use your social park as a place to build equity and to get people together and to create a real sense of community.
And how would you describe this park to someone who's never been there before?
Ron Kirk Park, which used to be called the Continental Bridge Park, was the old Continental Bridge. It was a street, I'm going to say probably 2 to 4 lanes with some sidewalks. So they were able to turn this park, turn these old roads, this old bridge into a park where people could actually use it as a pedestrian park. So bicyclists, kids, multiple aspects of the park. They have a little climbing area for children. They have some cooling stations. It's over the Trinity River, so sometimes the river fills up, sometimes it empties out. But it's just a really cool place. It reminds me of like maybe a Strand or the High Line in New York. Really unique to this city.
Could you describe a memory of this park?
I think the memory of the park that would best serve me, which was the most fun, was the open carry guitar rally we did in 2014. We had we just kind of made an announcement. My friend Barry Kuda, he's a musician, he kind of made a call to action. Hey, let's utilize this park. All of a sudden, maybe 1,200 people showed up, got national press, people showed up with their guitars, a wonderful afternoon. This actually happened on July 4th, so it was also on the same day as Independence Day. So people were out there with their guitars, strumming, moving up and down the park. Really peaceful afternoon. Fireworks went off, all the kids were playing. Really cool way to gather people together. No permits were taken out, so.
How could this park be improved?
I think access and possibly management. I feel like the resources that are used for this park are not quite there yet. I hope they keep it open. I know there's been talk of taking away that piece of particular real estate because of the Trinity River corridor expansion and whatever's happening there, but I think just getting the word out, letting people know that it's there. It's a really cool connector between West Dallas and downtown Dallas. One of the few unique places like that. A lot of green spaces that I love as well, but this one actually is all concrete, so yeah.
Kind of, I guess along with that question, what makes this park unique?
I think what makes the park unique, I probably already covered this, but what makes this park unique is it's an old road. It was not utilized for anything. They created a bridge right next to it. They had other ways to get across Trinity River, so they didn't really have a use for this. So they took this old road, this old bridge, turned it into a park. I really don't think there's anything in North Texas like it, so that's what makes it cool, you know, and I love spaces that were repurposed for something better. Yeah.
So overall, what do you think about Dallas's parks management?
I think we have a fantastic park system. I think we have the real estate, we have a lot of green space. I think possibly I feel like they're not utilized to their full potential. In the presentation tonight, they're talking about a diabetes center at one of the parks, which is a fantastic use. I know Vogel Alcove at this park, we're at Heritage Village right now. The Vogel Alcove has an outpost here. So I think that utilizing the parks for health, resource, recreation, and really fully utilizing these parcels of property, I think that's the best avenue for Dallas.
What could be done to improve Dallas's parks and spaces?
I think the spaces and the parks could be improved by finance. I think we need to put some money into these parks. I think they need to be built out, they need more facilities, they need management. I feel like possibly Dallas parks are a little underserved and a little undermanaged. As much as everybody tries, and I know the city works really hard on it, I do think that it could serve a purpose for multiple uses in a community space health and resource, equity, transportation. There's a lot of avenues that could be wrapped into our city parks to improve them, possibly shifting more money from other parts of Dallas into the parks.
And what would be your ideal park?
An ideal park in Dallas would be something with some covered spaces, access to multiple neighborhoods, lots of bike trails, lots of transportation options, plenty of public transpo to get to that park. Make sure that there's lots of pieces of the pie, book stands, recreation centers, health services, lots of different things that can make it useful for everyone. And of course, I have a 7-year-old kid, so I would want to have lots of fun stuff for our children, whatever that may be, but, and water. We need water at the parks.
Yes. Last question.
Yeah.
What are your hopes for the future of Dallas parks?
My hopes for the future of Dallas parks is to create them, make them more connected, keep these parks connected together, make it a living organism, part of the city, make it a real priority as much as building out the city business center. Make our parks a priority. I think parks are going to be one of the development platforms for people to move to the city. People are going to move to Dallas because of our recreational services, because of our parks, because of all of the great things that we have to offer.